Hello, and welcome back to Blueprints Day 50. Last episode, we were quite successful in that we found Room 8 and solved the Room 8 puzzle, as well as the sort of related puzzles. We also upped our allowance by a lot. We also found our first question mark sanctum key that opened one of the 8 doors at the bottom of the basement. And those lead to puzzles related to the whatchamacallit, the like sigils of the various countries. So I think we know basically we have to sort of figure out all of those details. So we're going to work on that. Also, we now have officially linked the area under the fountain to the area over by there with the 4 candles. And so we no longer have to worry about those. We did sort of set it up so that we could make it to room 46 last time. And then we just didn't because we ran out of feet and we were doing 8 million other things. So that was a little bit unfortunate because I do want to see if I go to room 46. If it will actually have things in it or not, because we haven't so far actually seen it, because you just get like the end of the game thing, and then it's sort of like, yeah, that's the end of the game, when really I wanted to like get all the clues out of it, so who knows. Anyway, we're going to continue our usual sort of run around and do things beginning here. Let's see. The gems are in a box with a false statement. The blue box is false. The white box is false. Okay. Okay, so these two have opposite truth values, because this says the blue box is false. And this says the gems are in a box with a false statement. So, if this is true, then I guess that's false, and so then the gems could be there. If this is false, then that's true, so the gems could be there. Okay, and the white box is false, so this is, again, the opposite of that. So the black box and the blue box always have the same truth value because it's a not thing. And so given that, if the blue box is true, then the black box is true and the gems are in the white box. If the blue box is false, then the black box is false and the gems are in a true statement, so it's in the white. So it's always the white is the short version of this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, we will accept this. Okay, we definitely don't want to waste the machinarium. The hallway closet seems perfectly reasonable, although of course we're not next to a hallway because, well, when are you ever next to a hallway when you draft the hallway closet? But what can you do? I don't think the other options for upgrading it were that much better, so it's not like I feel like I missed out hugely. Though speaking of upgrades, we did get another upgrade disc last time. We upgraded the Nook to have to give 2 keys instead of 1. I'm taking this because I've got a lot of money. I know that's the sort of hard-hitting strategic insight that you watch this this video series for, but that is the story. I now have a lot of allowance, so now I'm basically just going to hit these things as hard as I can. I don't really have much money left to buy stuff here, but that's okay. I can throw down the den here, and then we can... I'll remember this time to actually pick up the thing, and then we get to try and find the random piece of money or key or whatever. It somehow is a harder thing than you would think. at least for me. I don't know if you have the same experience if you've played the game. Let me know if you've had the same experience, that it's somehow surprisingly difficult to find the hidden key or other thing. Okay, we'll certainly take the break room because, well, it is good to be able to find some keys. There was a reference there, at least, to the admin privileges, although it was wrong, but we do still need to solve the admin privileges puzzle. Let's see. -5 times 2 is -10, plus 14 is 4. Oh boy. So we take 1, 2, and 3. 6, we square it, is 36. We subtract 20, it's 16. And then we multiply and divide it by 2, giving us 16. And now we take 3, we multiply by 5 is 15. We subtract 18, we get -3. We square it, we get 9. We'll take the silver key. Okay, we will take this path up here. Ooh, speaking of the upgraded nook, there it is. In all its glory. Let's see, what are we shunting down here? Or are we re-rolling? I don't think it's worth re-rolling. I think the dining room is good enough. Okay, observatory seems fine. Always good to get a chance to get in the observatory, because it just often gives you just so much stuff nowadays. Ooh, apples are extra delicious. Someday I will have my own apple tree. That is one of my dreams. What is my special key? Is it a silver key? I'm not using the silver key here. Okay, there's the lab. It's always good to find the lab early, because then you can set up an experiment that might get you something. Experiment set up. Let's see. Let's see, I can add one. Let's see, I'm gonna do that combination. I'll be greedy. We'll see if the greed is paid off. Because if I don't ever open a locked chest, then the greed will, of course, have cost me. There we go. Let's see. These all don't connect me over there, and I would really like to be connected over there. Thank you, Mr. Corridor. I'll come back here because I want to, of course, fill in this area over down here. It looked like a key, but it was just a chair. I didn't hear beeping, so I knew it wasn't going to be a key, but I had to know what it was because my curiosity was just getting the best of me. I will take you. We'll go back through the kitchen. I can order my club sandwich or whatever, probably. Club sandwich sounds good. I don't think I'm at the chef's salad portion of my life yet. I have one green room, though admittedly I don't know that I've ever been at the chef's salad portion of my life in the game. I do actually like vegetables quite a bit, so you know, in real life I'm quite okay with that. Let's see. I get the armory. Let's see, is the axe in there? I don't really want to walk in there because I don't have the money. But I would like to know if the axe is there, because if it is, and I do get the money, I would like to come back and get it. Oh, Sorry, I could see the axe. I could even see the axe from the outside. I just somehow was... don't ask what was going on in my brain. I very much did not have to spend 2 steps to walk in there to see the axe, because I could very much see the axe. I said the word axe, I looked at the axe, and I was like, well, that's the axe, but that's not what I'm interested in. What I really need to know is if the axe is in there. Which is not one of my best moments, although, for better or worse, also not one of my worst moments in this Let's Play, but what can you do? So far, our count, by the way, is 0 locked chests. Storeroom or bedroom? I guess we'll do bedroom, because the bedroom is free to walk through. And that is, it's not bad to have as an option. Okay, workshop. Workshop sometimes gives you stuff. And I like getting things, like, the lockpicks are nice. Where on earth are all the other music things, by the way? I seriously have no idea where all the other music things are. Okay, I don't seem to be able to pick the key. I don't think I'm so invested in going this way that I'm going to, like, spend a key to do it. When I could just go back through the room that doesn't cost me anything to go through. Okay, let us foundation our way through here. Okay, I don't seem to be able to pick that one either yet. I don't have a shovel yet, right? I don't think so. Oh, I do have the shovel. Oh. I think I walked past another, hole thinking I didn't have the shovel. Where did I get the shovel from? Did I buy it? Maybe I bought it. I don't know. I had a lot of money. I bought a lot of things. That's all I'm saying. Generational wealth is a hell of a thing. Okay. We'll take the boiler room. Let's see. Do I have to actually turn this on for it to be activated? I think I do. Oh, maybe it only goes in one direction, though. I see. It only goes that way. Well, if I need to do it, I can figure out something, I guess. Let's see. Passageway sounds good because I really want... I guess the problem is I really want the pump room connected to this, and I'm not going to get the pump room connected to this. Because I haven't gotten the pool yet. So I don't... So I do like that... but I guess I don't really have a lot of options here that don't... And I guess this is going to burn this anyway. Well, what can you do? Rumpus Room. I always like to hear what the great Alfonso, or whatever his name is, has to say. There's usually a giant pile of money in here. There it is. I think it's actually always in the same place, but somehow I couldn't find it today. We won't talk about it. There are a lot of things we don't talk about in this playthrough. But we can talk about how I figured out what the deal with the paintings was quickly. Not the paintings in the last episode. We won't talk about that. But...
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hi, Alzara.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Faintly in the mist, I see a figure. A statue cradled in a courtyard of sentinel stone. You will find yourself one day wandering these paths, walking in the footsteps of the past, wandering and waiting searching for a shadow that will never be cast, longing for the day to end, the hours to pass. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Alrighty. Well, you were fun. I'm not having great luck with these lockpicks. I'll be honest. I want a tunnel? Maybe? It'll certainly have places for me to dig, at least. Well, in this case, a place for me to dig, apparently. Let's see. Oh boy, this was bad. I guess we'll put a guest room here. I don't know. This is terrible in any event. In all cases, this is terrible. I'm not cut off, but it's bad. Good news is if I make it back to the dining room, which is way back earlier, then life will be okay. Let's see. Okay, so we've got our passageway and the boiler room. Well, I have to do something complicated to get that door open in the boiler room that I'd rather not if I can possibly avoid it. Oh yeah, this is locked, so I'm not going that way. I can hope the walk-in closet has the key card. It did not have the key card. It had the coupon book, which is not as good as the key card. Okay, yeah, the boiler room, I think I have to... I forget exactly what it is I have to do to make the doors open. Is it just swing this over to the other side? It is, okay. It wasn't as complicated as advertised. I will be honest with you about that. Let's see. Let's take this. This lockpick set is not my best work. Let's see. I haven't been to the Mage Chamber in a while. I'm still just really looking for anything that might connect to the admin password, and it feels like the admin password, because we've seen at least some references to it in the employees, is probably going to be in one of the employee rooms, but I don't know where, and that is one of the mysteries that I would most like to solve. Sure, we'll take the storeroom. Okay. This day is not going well. Just to, if you were looking for a vibe check, this day is going very badly. Okay, well, chapel it is, I suppose. Woohoo, I successfully picked the lock in here. And then immediately got some rooms that I cannot use. Okay, so this day is just for naught. I can end with a whole bunch of keys if I want to take the servants' quarters. Which I guess I shall. Though I think, unfortunately, this is where I was yesterday, and I read this note. Okay, so that was kind of a bust as these things go. Is there anything else that I wanted to do today, or do I want to just admit that was all bad and call it? And by the way, my greed did not pay off because I did not ever see a chest that I could unlock unless there is one somewhere that I have missed. Which would somehow be even worse. But if you know where 6 chests are, that would be great. Let's see. I don't think there was a chest anywhere. I can go back and eat dinner, but it's not going to help me. Where are the other music sheets, by the way? I think somewhere that I don't go often because it's a crappy room or something has more music sheets, and I haven't been paying attention to it. Let's see, I will have my pizza, just recreationally. I would eat the rest of that pizza right now. I'm possibly hungry. I am just really going on a quick tour to see if there is a chest I can open somewhere so I feel better about life. But sadly, I think for all the good we did yesterday, I think we did less good today. But I'm just going to do a quick run back because I can end the day here. And we can have a quick day, and let's just do it again, but with a key card this time, and maybe it goes better. Who knows? And it's kind of impressive this counted as a sizable manor, even though we really didn't do anything. Guess we saw a glimpse of the future. Okay, so day 51. I'm just going to jump back in. Let's see, I'm starting with a key card because of how I ended yesterday. I'm starting with my $24 fancy allowance. We'll come over here and see what we can do. If there is a tomb over here, we're going to try really hard to open the last basement key door that we're aware of. There is not, so instead, I think we're going to try really hard to get to classroom 8. There is sometimes stuff in here, but not always. And there's not anything about admin passwords in this person's goodbye address to her students, shockingly. So, by the way, I'm doing quite well, I think, on the rooms registry, because I got rid of some of them. So, yeah, so we've got all of those except for room 46, which I don't know if we can ever actually cross off. And then we've got some of the found floor plans left, perhaps. I mean, we know we have some left because there's some that we have been offered that we have not chosen. Corridor. Let's see. Classroom. We do like classrooms. I probably should have taken the parlor, actually, if I'd have remembered that my goal was to go through all of the classrooms. Because all the classrooms require gems to draft. I will take a storeroom, though. God, the admin password thing is driving me crazy. Like, I feel like I must have seen it at some point, but maybe not. But maybe I just didn't know. There's no way it's here because this is the one about the game. This is not an empty box. The empty boxes are both false. The empty boxes are both true. Well, of course, these can't. These are in opposition to each other. But one of them is true. Either both empty boxes are false or both empty boxes are true. And so it is the non-empty box that is the only one of its truthity. So let's see. If this is true, then it's got stuff in it, and the other two are both false. Oh, sorry. These could both be false. Sorry, I missed the possibility. These could both be false. They just can't both be true. So if this is true, it's got gems in it, in which case it's not possible that the empty boxes are both true. So if this is true, this one is false and empty. And then I think the world breaks on this one, right? Because now, if this is saying the empty boxes are both false, well, this is an empty box. So it's false if it's true and true if it's false. So that world doesn't work. The world where this is the one that has the gems. Is it just that if this is empty, it somehow doesn't work? Right, because if this is empty, then this statement being true doesn't work. And if this statement is false and this is empty, then the other empty box is true, which would mean that the empty boxes were one of each, which would make this also false. So that would be false, false, true, except we know this one's always false now, right? And empty, right? Because we said it doesn't work if this one has a thing in it. So this is always false and empty. Okay, so that's the thing to notice. This is always false and empty. And therefore, this is false. And therefore, this is true, that the empty boxes are both false. And therefore, if that's true, then the the box with the gems has to be true. And so the gems are in the white box, I guess, is the upshot of all of this. I feel like I explained that very poorly. But anyway, we will continue eating apples and making it up. We've made it to grade 5 before. Okay, we definitely should not pick something that will result in the house being cut off, which would be very unfortunate. That's right, you can redraw in the classrooms. I forgot again. Okay, this seems like a great place for a chapel. To the extent that there's ever a great place for a room that bankrupts you slowly, but what can you do? Let's go green spare room. We can put a classroom here, I'm going to say. So we still got... I guess we've only got one exit. Maybe that was not as wise as I thought it was. Let's see. We can throw that down here, throw that down here, throw that down there, or we can redraw. And we've got the redraws for free, so we might as well use them. Sure, we can throw it down here. And commissary sounds good. We can buy some stuff, probably. Don't mind a sledgehammer. Don't mind me some running shoes. this doesn't have anything about the admin password, right? Let's see. No idea. Okay, so I do have to be slightly careful with this door. I think the machinarium would be death, so I probably don't want to do that. Still think the machinarium would be death, although now I'm very worried that now we're just going to have an immediate death, because I think we're quite likely to have what happened here happen, which is that none of these don't cut us off. Well, that was a short day. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do, and I don't think there's any use in going to any of these rooms. I guess I can go eat some food, but that is about all I can do with this. Okay, well, that was two kind of disappointing days in a row, although not the previous one wasn't as disappointing as this one, I suppose. But anyway, we'll call it a day here, and we'll try one more. See what we can do. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, which, I mean, in fairness, the last episode was like super exciting. This one was these past 2 days then. But anyway, I'll see you all soon. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.